your account all set up in me, one of the first things most people want to do is they actually want to create a funnel, or otherwise you want to create something where people can buy something from you. Such as, for example, this is a checkout screen in Thrivecat, just to show you. So people can come in here, they can check out, it's got order bumps, and it's got upsells. So we're just going to show you how you can do that. So first off, we're going to go to funnels, and then we're going to press create. And now you've got a set of different options that you've got. So you've got build an audience if it was like a lead magnet, sell your product or service, create a custom funnel, or run an evergreen webinar. So first off, we're just going to give this a name. So let's just call it Hello for Social Media. You'll select your domain name. So we've already got it, itmoon.system.io. And we're going to choose sell. And we're going to make sure we have the correct currency. So pound sterling, and then press save. And now what you can see here underneath funnels, we've got this listed here. So if we just click on that now, then what it does, it brings up basically the funnel. So the funnel, just to explain it, is you have an order form and a thank you page. That is it, as simple as that. This is a very simple funnel, an order form with a thank you page. And you can add things into this in the future as well. Now, to make it super easy for you, what they've done, they've created lots of different templates that we can use just to get started. So you can have a look at these and be like, right, this one looks interesting. You might press preview and see what it looks like. As you can see, this looks like a full-on sales page. You know, it's got everything in there that you potentially want on a sales page. You've got ones that look more like, if for instance, the one that I just showed you earlier from Thrivecat, you know, they put their details in, they check out. Nice and simple. We've also got these ones, nice and simple. So it kind of depends on if you wanting to have like a bit of a sales page with the checkout, or if what kind of one. There's no right or wrong answer on this at all. So you can pick which one you want based on what you look. Literally, there's loads, as you can see. There's absolutely loads to choose from. So for this, what we're going to do is we're going to choose this one in the middle here, I think. Let me check. Oh, do I like this one? Yeah, we'll choose this one here. Or this one, actually, because it's got a countdown. No, there's too many to choose from. We're going to take this one, okay? So I'm going to press select on that. And then when we've got that in here, this is our order form. So it's got the name is order form, but I'm just going to add to it and just put Trello social media order form, just so I know what it is. I'm going to choose the URL path, which is going to be Trello or social media. And I'm going to press save. You can choose as well digital product. And then here is where we can decide on what it is. So resources, so which the customer will have access to after their purchase. So if I press the plus here, I could say that I want them to go into a course if I've already set that course up, and then we'll choose the course. But I haven't done that. Or it might be that they would get a tag. But all that's going to make sense later on. So I'm just going to delete that for now. Price plans. So if we press plus on here, what's going to happen? It's going to tell us to choose an existing price plan. But I haven't got no existing price plans. So what I would do is click here to create a new one. And we're going to give this a name. So we're going to put we're going to put Trello for social media. And then the price plan name displayed on the order form. Again, we should have the same statement descriptor, can be that as well. And it's going to be a one-time payment of £27, and then press save. And it's already put that in there. But if I had more than one plan, I'd just press plus and click here to create a new plan. That's all I would do. If you want to offer any coupons, you can do that here, and you can add an order bump as well. But I'm not going to do that on this video. I'm just going to keep it nice and simple. So the next step is just going to press save to save that. I'm going to press this little magical wizard wand, what says edit page. And then what that's going to do, it's going to bring up here so we can actually customize this. So me personally, I don't want this section. So if I hover over it, I want it so it's got the green bit, and I can just press delete and it's gone. You know, I don't want that. If we go to the settings bit here, you can actually change the font. So I could change the font. So we use Roboto quite a lot. So I've changed the font to Roboto, for instance. I also use Upper Sans. I could change it to there. We can choose like the font if we want it to be a certain font at all. So I'm just going to choose regular. We can change the font size up a bit here as well if we wanted to. The colour links we can change here as well. And you've also got obviously different things here. So this is for the default typography, but then also you can change the header. So if I change this to a bottom, you can see that I'm going to change to some lato. You can see the headings changing. We can change the text colour, the language, the background. So it might be that I wanted this to have like a background colour, just to show you what that looks like. So you could add like a little background colour to it. You can blur the background image out if you had a background image in there. And yeah, that's pretty much everything on that bit. I am going to get rid of the background colour. There we go. So next up, if I go back again, this bit what says pop-ups, this means you can add like a pop-up on here, but we're not going to worry about that. And there we go. So now, it works very similar to most drag and drop builders. So you have elements on the left and then you have the blocks on the right hand side of here. So you can actually put different blocks in. So if I went to welcome, I could add a whole thing in here. So I've actually got like a whole section like that if I wanted to, you know, if that's what you want to do. Again, look, just drag and drop these different sections in to design this page to look how you want it to look. Like this is quite a really good hero image where you've got that, this, sign up now, and then obviously a video, and then you've got the rest of the order form below it. So you can always play about and add things in like that, but we're just going to keep this simple at the minute. So first off, I'm just going to click on this text box here. I'm going to change it to Open Sans. I'm going to make it bold. Let's have a semi-bold in here. I can change the font size of it. We can change the text background colour. So just to show you what that means, that's that bit here. Not actually going to have one more. Don't need to mess about with the padding, but you might want to centre it. You might want to keep it that side. And that's it. So nice and easy to kind of edit that. Then this bit here, so the customer individual type, the customer type, I actually don't need that. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to press delete because I don't need that. And when it comes to this form input here, I want the company name. So if I click on that, just to show you, we've got form name, company name. We've got all the place order details on here. You can customize the borders and you can customize. I'm not going to show you too much of a customization. It's mainly about the setup of it, but you can customize various things on it within there as well. Next up, we have the tax number. So we can see here, if we want the tax number here, that's an option that we can get from here. I don't actually need it, so I could actually just press delete. And then we've got first name, last name, and it may be them. If I go to this row, settings, you can see here, you can change the corners and things like it on this. But we might say, you know, I wanted to delete that whole row and I didn't want the company name and things like that. But I did, so I'm just going to bring that back in. First name, last name, email, phone number, zip code. I'm happy with that. We've got the payment details here, so they've clicked that and then it'll bring everything in. And the cancellation policy, which I don't want. So I'm going to get rid of that. And then we've got your terms and conditions. So we can customize that and type into it. And then confirm your booking now. So obviously I would probably want to change like the background colour back to my colour and things like that. Now on the right hand side, you can change this as well. So on here, if I want to change this image, I just click on the image. And on the left hand side here where it says image file, you just press the upload button and you would upload a new image. So I'm just going to upload that. There we go. Anything will do. Press insert and we can see that changes there. And it's the exact same where we just customize the text to match what we want it to match. And then if you want to add anything in, so let's just say you want to add in a bulleted list under there, just so it tells them a bit more information, you could do that. Let's just say you want an extra form bit. So you want to add in, let's just say a form input, you could just drag that in there as well. So you could say you want it to collect the street address, for instance, if you want to put that in there. delete it for now though. You've got other things that we can put in here. So we've got the order bump. So if I add an order bump, we could have a order bump in here. So we'd probably put that maybe like there, where it's like a big bump saying I want this kind of thing. But we're not doing that on this video, so don't worry about that. Coupon codes, if you knew this was going to have a coupon code, you could drag that in there as well. You can add a countdown in here if you want a countdown. You might want to add an FAQ in here if you wanted to. Something good that a lot of people would be beneficial from is like an image. So you might put different images in a product. And again, you just drag and drop to get it in there. Once you've done that and you're happy with that, just press Save Changes and then press this bit button here. And what that's going to do is going to take you back to this page here where now we've got our order form all set up. So the order form bit is set up. At the top here, we've got stuff such as automation rules. So just to show this, you can say so that when a new sale happens, you want it to, sorry, where are we? And then you can say what you want it to do. So you might want to subscribe to it. You might add a tag to them, enroll them in a course, things like that. It may be that you want to add a rule so that when the page is visited, for instance, that they would do something. So I've exceeded the limits of my plans in the automations, so I can't do that. So if I delete that, just to show you. So when a page is visited, I might subscribe them to a campaign so that they would like have a waiting there of like, have they purchased yet? And if they haven't, they get certain things. You can have split testing on this as well. You've got your stats, you can see the sales, and then you can see the people you've got on. So if I just press this now, press view funnel, it'll just take me to the page. So far, we've set up the order form. So in the next video, what we'll do is we'll actually set up the thank you page for this. And then what we'll do, we'll get it so that it actually does the automation stuff, adding them into what we want to add them into.